Howdy, howdy, howdy. My name is Tad Stevens, and I'm the director at CPEthink.com, and welcome to our video on CPE tracking and CPE reporting, where we're going to get into and know all about tracking and reporting your CPE credits right after this short video intro. Okay, let's get going. Why track the CPE credits that you've earned? Well, we'll get into that. And also, how do you report those CPE credits? Because that can be different from state to state, even some other agencies. And lastly, what is the NASBA CPE Audit Service? We'll get into that and the current state of it and where we think it's going in the future, and how we can deal with it, and you can deal with it currently if you're one of the, I think there's about 8 states that use it, and should be more coming on soon, but we'll get into that. In a moment, I'm going to show you something every CPA or EA can use just for watching this video, so please do stick around for that. Okay, CPE tracking and CPE reporting. Why track the CPE credits that you've earned? Well, you're responsible, usually per your state licensing agency. The NASBA guidelines or the AICPA NASBA guidelines state that your CPE Board of Accountancy or licensing agency has the final say in all matters relating to your continuing professional education credits, education, courses, so on and so forth. You want to make sure that the time you spend on this counts, and there's a lot of different ways that you can get CPE these days. I mean, besides self-study courses like we offer, webinars like we offer, there's still in-person CPE. There are conferences, you can get CPE for going to university level courses or classes. You can get CPE for writing CPE. You can even get CPE for some meetings, but you have to look at your state board and make sure that, that they will take what it is that you're wanting to do. Probably the easiest way to check and see what your board is looking for is to go to our website and then go up here to where it says company, and let the drop down come down and go to State CPE Requirements. You will come to a page that is labeled NASBA Registry of CPE Sponsors, and it will be on CPE Requirements. So what you want to do is you want to scroll down and find your state. So say, for example, we are in Colorado. So you click on Colorado, and you will have a summary here of the requirements for your state. Renewal date, reporting period, general requirements, some special other areas, ethics, if your state requires ethics, and here you will find out, or it will be listed whether it needs to be board approved, board suggested, have anything to do with the state, whether it can be just general ethics or not, things like that. Then you'll have a section on credit limitations, and this is where it will list the type of activity that will count as CPE, and this is where I would focus for this discussion that we're having right now. It will list here, can you use college courses? Can you use college teaching? Can you use speaking? Can you use other types of education? Can you use business meetings? Some states will allow some business meetings, and this is where you can get a summary. Now, this is a summary. Let's be clear. This isn't the state board regs or the state boards or the statutes from the state directing the board regs. This is just a summary that NASBA has put together. And then also look at other state policies, because you will find some information in here that may relate to that and may be useful. So you'll see here that Colorado does not pre-approve courses or providers. And almost all states do not pre-approve courses. Some do providers. Most will, well, in fact, all will. All 50 states and U.S. territories will take courses that are from NASBA QAS and NASBA registry sponsors, which CPEthink.com is both. So anyway, that's how you do that. After you check that, make sure that you make it easy on yourself and save time. Know what you're looking for, know what you're doing before you take your CPE. You don't want to spend hours or even days sometime, or even longer, taking courses, being in meetings, going to wherever, if it's not going to count, and that is your main intent. If your main intent is to get CPE, make sure that it does qualify for CPE to your state board or licensing agency. All right, so how do you report your CPE credits? Well, that depends on your state board or licensing agency. And again, you can go back to that, that page that we were on, which we'll go to right here. So here we are, back on Colorado. And at the bottom of each one of these state listings for each state, you will have a link here that says View Colorado State Board Contact Information. You click that, and you'll be taken to a page where it will have several helpful links for your state board of accountancy or licensing agency. And all of them, you can see here, have these nifty little links where you can go to the board website and you can look at board statutes. If we go to the board website, and these are going to be different for each state. So this is Colorado. Some may think this is very simple. Some may think this one is very complicated compared to theirs. So here we start with, you can see it just dumps us into the Board of Accountancy website. And you would scroll down, you would find information on how to submit your continuing professional education hours. If you don't find what you're looking for on the website, please, please, please go back to this page right here and do not hesitate to call these people. Because they almost always have a phone that you can get somebody at. We've been doing this for right at 18 years, and it's very seldom that we're not able to talk to a board, or a CPA is not able to talk to a board of accountancy or licensing agency. Depending on the state, depending on the situation, especially with COVID right now, and the staffing at the state agencies, you may have to wait a little bit. I know this last month, we contacted Florida and California, which are extremely large agencies, and we got calls back within 48 hours from each one of them. And in Florida, if you're there, you can actually get on the phone with somebody usually within about 15 minutes. So depending on your state, you can get to them fairly quickly. And as I said, most of the states that we've dealt with, you can always get to them at some point. So currently, there is no national solution. We'll get into more on that in just a second, but there is a task or an activity by NASBA, which we'll talk about, that is going to get close. There have been a lot of people that have tried it over the years. We have yet to see anybody that has been successful at being able to integrate with all 50 boards of accountancy. NASBA is working on it, but it is slow going. And we'll get to that in just a second. So where to go to find out about your state is where we went to before on the just pop back over here. To find out about your state, you would go to this summary page on NASBA's site, or you would click here, and you would be able to go to the board website, you wouldn't look at statutes. Well, you could look at statutes because it may be in there, but you're most likely going to find a much better explanation on the board website. And again, if you can't find it on the board website, please, please, please do just pick up the phone and call them, because as I said earlier, most boards are at least responsive. Some are very responsive, so that shouldn't be a problem there. Let's talk a little bit about NASBA's CPE Audit Service. This is the service I was talking about before, about what is eventually hopefully going to turn into a national reporting service. When that happens is kind of up in the air right now, but when it does and NASBA makes it available, our site will be integrated with NASBA's site, so you will be able just to push a button and upload your CPE to the NASBA CPE Audit Service, which will then turn around and post it to your account on your state board or licensing agency site. The goal is a national level reporting service. They're working on it. They're not yet there yet. It's been in development for about 2 years. Last time we checked was a couple months ago, and they are not taking on providers right now to sign up for the service. It is a manual service right now. So if you're a CPA, and I believe Florida is one of the states that is on it already, that you would have to go in and actually enter your CPE manually into the NASBA CPE Audit Service, which kind of defeats the purpose, but you can do it. What we've done, sorry, they're not taking on any new providers, just said that. But what we've done is we have the NASBA CPE Audit Service offers an upload solution. So what we've done is we have a special report that we can run on your account that you can then take that, you can clean it up however you want to, and then you can just upload it. So you just open a chat on our site, So I had like the upload for the NASBA CPE Audit Service. We can usually turn that around in about 60 seconds. We're working on getting a button on our site so you can just download it, but right now it's manual, but we will get it back to you, I mean, while you're on the chat. And then you can go look at it. Usually you can just upload it straight. Some people may want to take some things out or put some things in that they may have gotten from another provider, or that that didn't apply for this year or that reporting period. If it just depends on your situation. Usually you can give us a date range, we'll download it, and you can just upload it straight in there, and it works great. If you need to audit it or update it, you can do that. Okay, so I hope you liked this video. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch it. If you'd like more, please tap or click subscribe. Leave a comment below or a question. Let me know what you're looking for in videos, and we'll get it out there as soon as we can. Let me know what you think of this video. And as I said, what we can do for other videos. And you remember that promise I made at the beginning? How about some free CPE just for watching this video? Go to cpethink.com video 2. That's video and the number 2. Use the $15 coupon code that you find on that page. It's a one-time use. There's no opt-in required. It's good for courses and unlimited subscriptions. And what that comes out to is we have about 101 CPE credit courses to choose from that you can get for free using this coupon. And those cover all different kinds of fields of study. Tax, accounting, auditing, even a couple of ethics courses that we have out there that are an hour that will you can pay for fully with that coupon. In our next video, I'm going to go over CPE certification and the who, what, where, and how about that. So subscribe, and I'll see you there.